Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rainboots.com, and today we're making bottle brush gnomes. Boop! They are quick. I'm going to share a few ways I'm making them. If you'd like to watch them, please like this video so I know you're here. As I mentioned in the Facebook group, I have a lot of videos I did not share from past years, so this is one of the Dollar Tree ones that I told you I'd share. So I am using a couple of Dollar Tree items here. You can see on the table, Dollar Tree has a few different types. They have green ones covered with snow. They have these big ones that have like accents. They have ombre, and they even have these shaped ones. So just check out your Dollar Tree and see what they have. But I'm also going to be using gold because this was for a long garland or swag. And I'm going to be using these that I got at on Amazon. You need something for a hanger and something for a nose. That's vase filler. These are beads and flatbacks, whatever you would like to use. I'm going to be using faux fur for mine. If you want to use for Dollar Tree items, look at the stuffed animals and the kids' toys. For hats, you can use fleece like I'm using, or you can use Dollar Tree socks, mittens, or even their fleece scarves. So I will say, if you like a more muted tone, I bought some amazing bottle brush trees on Amazon that were various sizes and these beautiful muted neutral colors. If you like that, just go on Amazon or even the craft stores and just pay attention to the sizing because a lot of them are minis. We don't want minis unless you're decorating a mini tree. So this is the first Dollar Tree one I'll be using. It is full of glitter. So I'm going to be using it as a hat, and it's just shedding. I don't know if you can see it, but it is shedding everywhere. So I just formed it into like a little hat, and then look at this. If you are averse to glitter, don't get the Dollar Tree ones. Stick with the ones online. So I'm using a white and gold theme, so I went through all of my fur to see what would match best. This little gold one is a swatch I got on Amazon for like $8, I think. I'll put the link down below if they still have it, but it's super easy to work with, and it's a nice quality of fur, but I didn't want a ton of it, right? So I got a small swatch. What I learned after messing up once was that your tie has to be put to the center of the base of the bottle brush tree or it won't hang straight. So once I redid it, I just tied this string to the wire in the center, and I moved away the bristles so that once it was hung, I could move the bristles back and it would look nice. It would be seamless. So now that I have it hanging correctly, I'm going to move on to the faux fur. If you're new here, if you've never cut faux fur, it's okay. All you have to do is flip it over, make sure the pile of the fur is pointing down. We're just going to get an estimate on the length by wrapping it around the base of our bottle brush tree. Use an X-Acto knife or a box cutter or just anything you can to score the back of the faux fur. You don't need to use scissors. You just take this and run it across. You're making a rectangle. Super easy craft. You can see I'm barely pushing down and getting through the fur. See? Boop. And now that you have your rectangle of fur, just go make sure the pile of the fur is pointing down. Put glue on the top edge and glue it right to the bottle brush base. You can see I've pushed up the bristles on the base of that bottle brush tree just to get it out of the way. When we put them back down, it's going to look so nice. All right, so once that's on, you can overlap it a little bit for a nice clean look, and I'll show you what that looks like. You can see in the back and in the front, looks all the way around like it's done. For the nose, you're just going to split the fur to its fabric backing. You will see that canvas or that fabric, and that's what you want to glue the nose to. Boop. And you can decorate it, but I'm done with that big guy. Look at my hands. I'm so sparkly. All right. For these, I'm going to create a straight hat with this one, but I want to show you an alternative way to do the fur. And the reason is because on the smaller trees, which a lot of people are going to be using, let's just face it, you want to do one extra step with the faux fur so it looks really, really nice. If you're setting these up for a craft night, I will tell you, you can even cut everything in advance, like have all the little strings cut for your attendees or whatever. But this is a really, really good craft night craft because it is so simple and you can do a ton of them at once. So we're going to measure a little bit longer on this one. The reason is because our base is so much smaller than our tree. We're going to cut the faux fur in a rectangle just like we did before. Again, it overlaps about 3/4 of an inch from the entire outside edge. Now, the reason we're going to do that is because we want to change the shape of everything. To make it look nicer when you're going to place it, we're going to turn down the top 1/4 inch and glue that. Once it's secure, you can brush it out, but it looks really nice and tailored. And then you're going to glue it on. You can see the bristles are pushed out of the way just like we did before. We're going to glue this all the way around and you will have the overlap. When you have the overlap, you're just going to glue it, add the glue, overlap it, and then glue it down. And then once that's set, you just look at the bottom under here, add glue after you pull the fur all the way away, and then scrunch it into a point at the bottom. This is the best way to do it, I think. Just a couple extra steps, but I think it changes the look. I think it's really cute. And you can brush it out or you can just add the nose right now. So I'm going to pull down the bristles at the bottom of the tree, and that way I know where to put my nose. Add again, straight to the fabric backing, add your glue, and pop on your nose. And for this one, I gave him a little mustache. To get a little mustache, you just pull the fur away right under the nose, and he's done. Now, if you want to use the bottle brush tree as a beard, you're not going to create the hat to the base. You're going to create it to the actual bristles. In order to do that, take a small piece of fleece fabric. Again, you can open a fuzzy sock from the Dollar Tree. You can use a mitten. You can use the fleece scarves, whatever you've got. This is a really inexpensive piece of white fleece from like Michael's. But anyway, all you're going to do is you're going to add a little brim at the bottom on the wrong side of the fabric. So right now, the pretty side of the fabric is on the table. Then you're going to fold up one side. This is the pretty side of the fabric. And you're going to hot glue the other side to it. Look how easy this is. Do you like this? It's super easy. Once you have that done, create the tie for hanging, and the knot is going to go at the bottom. Make sure it's secure because we need that tight and stable. And then because I did a wonderful job at cutting, I have to trim my hat. Once that's done, you put a little glue on the seam, add in your little knotted portion onto that glue, and then squeeze the top. I'm going to use a different piece of ribbon. It's like a little tiny scrap, but you're going to use this little tiny piece of ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it up. And here's the thing. If you don't want dangly bits of ribbon down the back, like me, tie it normally once, and then on your second tie, add a little bit of hot glue. Don't add a ton because you're going to be pushing it around when you tie it, but if you add a little bit of hot glue, you can cut the tails of the knot really tightly in, and so it still looks nice. Just a little snip. Look at that. Okay, here's the fun part, and kind of a tricky part. Well, not the lint rolling. Sorry, this part. So you can see our hat is as wide as the bristles and not the base. So how are you going to glue it on? Well, first you're going to flatten the area that is going to have the nose. And the reason is because we're going to secure the nose to the hat and to the center wire of our bottle brush tree. Here it is to the hat. Now put glue all the way around this brim. You don't want to put it on the fleece because it could poke through, but you're going to be gluing to both, so you have to put a little bit in the back on the fleece, and you're going to be gluing it right to that wood in the back, but on the sides you're gluing it down onto this bottle brush. Cool? I know. You can see me, I'm having to finagle it right here to push all my little tines back out, or bristles, but they're all done. I made about 80 of these things to go on a garland. Very long garland on the stairway, but I think they're cute. It was a quick and easy DIY, wasn't expensive, but I'd love to hear what you think. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, let me know what colors you're decorating with this year. As always, thank you for being here. Please like this video, please share this video, and subscribe for more crafty fun.